On October 28th, the City of Prince George will be asking its residents two important questions in a referendum on rebuilding the Four Seasons Leisure Pool and building a new Fire Hall Number 1.
It's a public safety issue, and the current hall, which is just behind us, has run its life's course. And what we're looking at is a couple things. We had a standards of coverage review, which takes a look at all of our fire halls and coverage time to various parts of the community. And from this particular location, we don't meet the test. So what we want to do is relocate this fire hall over on Massey Drive, which will give us an opportunity to meet the 8-minute response time that we're required to meet as a fire department. Not only that, but given that location on Massey, we have quicker and easier access out to Highway 16 and 97. So from a public safety perspective, it's so important to be able to take this old location and relocate to Massey.
It's amazing that they do the awesome work that they do, given the space that they're cramped into, although we certainly make it work. But a new fire hall would encompass a purpose-built EOC, which would provide a much better environment for serving not just the residents of Prince George, but those regional districts and municipalities around us that we provide service to in events like the Caribou Wildfire event. A no vote for approving the borrowing for $50 million for a fire hall is not a free vote. The fire hall is 61 years old. It's very old. The current fire trucks are too tall to actually get into the bay of the fire hall. It has numerous building code deficiencies. We need a fire hall. We can't go down to 3 fire halls. We need 4.
We know and have for quite some time that we need to entice residents to come downtown, and by putting the pool and keeping the pool downtown, we felt that would be the real draw. We see over 100,000 visits here a year, and to be able to keep the pool downtown and continually draw those folks into the downtown core is vitally important to the revitalization of the downtown.
We looked at rebuilding the pool at its current site. The difficulty with doing that is it would have worked if we had demolished the existing pool first, and then we would have had a nice place to build a new pool on. But that would have meant that the pool would not have been in operation for 2 years. It's a very popular pool. It serves the community in terms of most of the lessons that are provided, and we couldn't see not having that pool be available for a period of 2 years. Another option would have been to keep the Four Seasons operating while we built the new pool on the same site. It would have resulted in a very awkwardly shaped pool. It would have been an L-shaped building. And in addition to that, we would have had construction going on while we continued to try to operate the existing pool. It was not seen to be ideal. The Days Inn site, which was ultimately chosen, was seen to be a much better site.
We didn't have the space that was required, the land mass that was required that the city may own. So when we were able to take a look at the Days Inn site, because of its size and location, it was a perfect fit for what we were trying to do with the proposed new pool location. It has great access both for people who are walking to the pool, people who are using public transportation, people who are driving to the pool, and we were also able to provide parking as well. So it just became the prime location.
In the case of the pool itself, just to keep the building going and to provide safety to the employees and to the residents, it would cost about $10 million in fairly short order. And that just keeps it running. So you're still left with accessibility deficiencies like very long stairs, very slippery tiles, all of those sorts of things. And even with the $10 million, as the pool continues to age, there's going to be more money that needs to be put into it on a yearly basis just to keep it running.
This referendum gives the residents of Prince George an opportunity to really voice their opinion on how they feel about a new swimming pool and a new fire hall number 1. We at council have always wanted to take this to referendum. There was no doubt in our minds that that's the route we should take. We want to hear back from residents, and that's what we've been doing now for the entire term.
There is an absolute ton of information that's available on the city's website at princegeorge.ca/referendum.